What's going on, guys? Gibbs here. We're going to do a quick rundown of the Rocket League patch notes that came out on February 10th, uh, version 1.11. Huh? Lucky number or something? Player ones? I don't know. Let's go through it. The headlines. All right, we got ranked play season 1 has ended and rewards have been handed out. Of course, there was a bug, and they gave out a ton of extra platinum crowns to, I think it was PS4 users around the gold 3 level. I'm not sure how extreme it got, but there was definitely a lot more that were given out. I'm not sure if they're going to take them back or how that's going to work. I guess we'll see when they do their hot fix, which they're planning on doing for a lot of the bugs that are happening right now in the upcoming days. Ranked Season 2 play has begun, renamed to Competitive Season 2. Whatever, ranked, competitive, same thing. Rocket League's experimental playlist, this is big, is now available for casual online play. So this includes 3 new maps, which is Retro Utopia, or Retropia, as I call it. It includes Underpass and Double Goal. So Retro Utopia is a circle map. It's like a donut, and you can drive through both nets. So it's a lot of like you're on offense and now you're on defense. So you can have all 3 go on offense and then all 3 be on defense right away. Double Goal is similar to a normal arena, except the goal kind of curves out, like right in front of the net, and there's just a pole basically in between the goal, and it turns into 2 diagonal goals on the sides. So that map's pretty fun. Haven't played it a ton yet, so we'll have to see where that goes. And the last map is Underpass, and that's like a gigantic map where the goal walls are actually they slant backwards. So when you hit a ball up on it, then they pop up in the air a lot. Like this is going to be a big aerial map. There's actually, what is there? There's 6 boosts. Like usually there's 6 peanut boosts, I call them, the 100 boosts. Now there's 12 on that map. There's 3 extra on each side. And there's also like a higher layer on each side of the map where basically double jump height. And so you can start arrows from there or play the ball up there. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with that map. That's the most different map, I would say. And that one's been a lot of fun so far. Then let's see what else we got here. We got new item rarity system introduced. I actually should have put up the items, but I don't have the items with me now. There's a ton of new items that are common and uncommon. So common are the normal ones that you get after each game. Uncommon you get as you play. So it'll take a certain amount of games. And like every time you play a game that's online that's not private, your percentage chance will go up to get one of these uncommon items. Once you get it, it resets back down to 0, which I think they state later on. So that's really cool. There's a ton of new items, like ton more than even you would get in like a paid DLC. There's just not new cars with this. So that's really exciting. The Wasteland Arena has now been added into competitive playlist, so now it's in ranked, which is awesome. This is like the first step to including all of the weird maps into ranked, like the 3 new ones that we got in Rocket Labs. They probably are testing them to see which ones should be added to ranked. I hope every map gets added to ranked. I think everyone should learn how to play on each map, but some people disagree. That's a whole nother subject. We got Snow Day can now be played in private matches, thank God. I don't know why they didn't have this at first, but now you can set all those options like the puck, the map, to mutators as much as you want. Then you can use the puck on every map. So that's good for the people that love hockey. I'm not a big fan of the puck, but you know, it's fun. Like more options is always good if it's in private matches. Performance has been improved on multiple arenas. Like, I know Wasteland's a big one for this. A lot of people had a lot of issues on Wasteland with their PCs or even on PS4. So this should remedy a lot of those issues. Not every issue, obviously, because all PCs are different. But they're trying at least. Then they have a beta thing for player reporting feature has been added. So it's only through text chat. If they say anything bad to you in text chat, then you can report them and it'll send a copy to Psyonix. We'll see what they do with that. So far, we haven't heard anything about bans or anything like that, but we'll see. Quick chat only filter has been added to text options. So I guess you could have it so you can see quick chat, but not normal text if you prefer, or you could turn them both off. So that's, I guess, new. I'm not really sure what was there before. Russian and Turkish language added. That's always good. More languages is good. And then multiple bugs have been fixed. That's good to know. They don't really go into it, you know, whatever. It's probably a ton of like small things here or there. Complete list below. Okay, so new content. We got the Dead Mouse antenna. They added community flags for 9gag, Destructoid, GameSpot, Gfinity, Gold Glove, Operation Sports, IGN, PC. They added NVIDIA flags. So there you go, PC users. We finally got an exclusive item Maybe it's not a car, but we got something. Now you guys can stop complaining. Guys, who cares? Doesn't matter about exclusive items. Then added country flags, Tonga. That's good. And toppers, they added a dead mouse topper, which is actually really nice. It's really animated. So after you play like a game or two, you should unlock that if you have every item already, and pretty sweet. Changes and updates. Here we go, the meat of it. Players who spawn into a match or replace an existing car now have a new visual effect. So this is kind of neat. When you first get into a game or leave a game, you'll spawn in like a lightning bolt, or you'll blow up like a lightning bolt will be leaving the field. So that's better than just a normal explosion. It's just a nice little touch. And then Snow Day, as I stated before, is now available in private matches and exhibition, including the DFH Stadium Arena. That's all snowy. That's really cool because everyone loves DFH, so another weather for that is nice. Since that was the last map, besides Wasteland, of course, to not have two scenarios, I guess. Russian Turkish language added. Yeah, we saw that already. Implemented a server-side data backup system to reduce the chances of players losing their save data due to corruption. That's good to know. We'll see how well that works. But that's nice because a lot of people, yeah, like if you get a save data corruption, it was all local. I think eventually it's all going to be server-side. But I'll talk about that more later when the new items come up. And then PS4 general optimization for PS4 to run more reliably. That's always good because PS4 kind of runs like shit. So that should be good. Turned VSync back on by default, but disabled triple buffering to reduce input lag. The VSync option still exists for users who want to disable it, but you may experience screen tearing. That's always good. VSync option I always turn off just to make my input lag better. I don't care about screen tearing, but some people do. Good to know. I don't know why they turned it back on for some reason, but it's back on. Then we got rank playlist, now competitive. Season 1 has ended. Crowns are handed out based on where you last finished, your highest division. Of course, a lot of people got extra platinum crowns, like I said earlier. Competitive skill divisions have replaced rank points. And Season 1 ranking system. Oh, yeah, so this is the brand new divisions, the 13 new divisions. 12 skill divisions, sorry. Over time, like you can be promoted and demoted based on performance. Now, before this came out, I was afraid there was going to be a ton of champions. I thought there was going to be a ton of like gold 3s or just going to be champion. And so far, that's how it is. It's very easy to be champion. And so then they have no progress after that because a lot of people are champion but not top 100. Because right now, only top 100 see your skill rating. No one else sees anything. So you don't know exactly where you are. Personally, I would have preferred if they just showed MMR and let you see your increase and decrease in MMR between games. Like the rank points just didn't work because it was like an imaginary number to trend to another number that you don't even know what it is. So it made for really confusing point gains and point losses. So we'll see what they do with that. They said they want to have all champions be able to see their MMR at some point. So eventually, probably everyone's going to see their MMR. But we'll see how that goes. Because right now, only top 100 actually knows where they're ranked. Placement matches have been implemented for each rank queue. Play 10 placement games and then sorted into a skill division based on performance. This is kind of pointless right now because they didn't reset any of your rank from Season 2 or Season 1. So these 10 placement matches are basically just like, oh, you can't see your rank for 10, and then you're just the same rank you were the equivalent from Season 1. Even if you lose all 10, like, you can still get champion. Like, depending on where you were. Like, if you're on the cusp, then sure, you might drop a level, but placement matches really don't mean anything. I guess it matters a little bit for new players, but so far from my experience, if you're a new player and you win all 10, I've gotten to Challenger 1, which is the first one in Challenger, so not very high after your placement matches. And I've done that twice on 2 of my things, which you'll see later in some YouTube videos. But it doesn't really seem like it matters. Like if placement matches actually like pushed you up a lot to see if you could compete in between games, it would matter more. But it just seems like, these are just 10 games, so you don't know your rank until after 10 games. It's not actually placement matches. Like say League of Legends, they jump you around a lot between like, oh, if you win 3 in a row, then you're going to start playing like platinum players or whatever, or maybe gold. But they jump you up a lot quicker in placement matches so you can find out your rank faster. These placement matches are kind of just 10 extra games. They don't base it off anything. It's just based off your normal like MMR. So I'm not a big fan of the placement matches right now. Hopefully they actually make them matter more. But for now, it doesn't matter really. Ranked reconnect has been added to the game. That's good. If you lose connection, you can rejoin back into a game, which is nice. Except right now there's a bug going on that it'll kick you if you lose connection to Steam or something like that, which it didn't used to. That's kind of a problem, but I assume that that'll be a quick bug that gets squashed soon. Okay, Rocket Lab's maps are in. So there's a playlist for this. Like if you want to try out the new maps and give them some feedback, probably on Reddit is your best chance, or Sinex forums. And the 3 maps, like I said earlier, these maps are awesome. I love them. I want new and different maps a ton, so good to have. And hopefully we see a lot more of this, because right now they're very basic. Like, it's very easy to make these maps because there's no real assets going into it. That's good. Like that a lot. That's awesome. New uncommon item drops will be found. And unlike previous items, there's not a fixed drop chance, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this earlier. Now, here's the big thing. Multiple copies of the same uncommon item can be collected, illustrated with a count number in your garage. This basically means they're either going to do a Steam market at some point where you can sell these items, or they're going to do like Steam trading, which might just be Rocket League trading if they try and get it to PS4. So you can trade your duplicates for other items, or it'll be like a crafting system where you can like disenchant your item, get materials, and then build other items, which is what they had in the Rocket League Alpha way back in the day. But they took out because they, like, I think back then they were trying to do a free-to-play game, and then they were like, no, this isn't really working for free-to-play. Let's just do a normal release. But now I think they're trying to bring some of that stuff back in, which I'm excited for. Like, it'd be great. Like, any way to give them a little bit more money, but everyone still enjoys it, it's fine with me. Like, I don't think that's a big deal. And then there's a maximum of 10 hours of playtime per week that you can earn items. So you can't really, so you can't get a full inventory by just like AFK in every game or forfeit in every game, getting items that way. I'm not sure if forfeits even matter, because if forfeits do matter, you could technically go into once, forfeit every single game. You're only wasting like 2 seconds every single game, and you could probably get a ton of items that way. Not sure if that's possible. I don't feel like trying it, but it might be. I mean, if you want a full inventory, you could try it and let me know in the comments, but I am not positive of that. Player reporting option, as we said earlier, and then Wasteland Arena into ranked playlists, and then that seems like a 50-50 of like people love it, people hate it, but what can you do? I think you need to have them in there, and I think people that are complaining right now, it's kind of like, yeah, it's because it's the first one, but you have to like shove it in there so they get used to it, and then they'll like the other maps in there. And a lot of people just don't like Wasteland. Like, I think that was a bad first choice for a different map because the entire field is sloped, which makes it really hard to read balls when they're bouncing. And that's harder for newer players. Like, if they would have used like the flat map of like Double Goal, that would have been a better one to start with, because it's still similar, but it's just there's a minor twist. But they went with Wasteland. I personally would have went with Cosmic, but we'll see Cosmic probably eventually. Players will now see keyframes for goal saves and epic saves on timeline when viewing a saved replay. So this is great for the replays when you're trying to find a certain highlight. You used to only be able to see goals. Now you can see saves and epic saves. That's nice. Players can now disable all text chat except quick chat. Yeah, we mentioned this earlier. So if you want quick chat only, or if you want no chat, you have those options. PC graphic options. This is big. You can now increase your maximum frame rate past 60. Before it was locked, and there was a way to get around it, but it was a little buggy. So now you can go all the way up to like 255 or something like that, or 300. I'm not sure. So that's good for the people that want to go to your 144 hertz, I think it is. Something like that. I'm not really. I threw mine up to like 144 or 244. I can't remember. But that's always nice. And then optimized performance on Wasteland. That's always good, because everyone was having problems with that map. Fixed handbrake performance on Backfire, DeLorean, Time Machine, Gizmo. The DeLorean Time Machine. Gizmo, Grog, Hotshot, Merc, Takumi, Venom, and X-Devil. Basically, any card that had a pretty crappy handbrake turn, they tried to tweak them and make them better. So that's always good. It just brings more cars into the competitive scene, probably. And that'll be good to see some more varied cars compared to just Octane, Dominus, a little bit of Breakout, a little bit of Hotshot. But Hotshot's even getting a better handbrake turn. Like, I think Hotshot might become really good. I haven't tried him, though, yet. Ball indicator will properly appear on Beckwith Park Stormy, so that's good. Some people with certain PC graphics options could not see the white circle for the ball indicator when it was going to land on the ground on that map in particular, so that fixes that. That's fantastic. Orange team bots will no longer avoid kickoffs. Yeah, whatever, it's bots. They shouldn't avoid kickoffs, that's good. Fix an issue that caused win trophy, whatever, trophies, achievements, I don't care about. Fix the graphical bug that displayed a shadow-like texture throughout multiple arenas. So this happened on a ton of the arenas. It was kind of, it was just weird. Like, especially when you're watching a game through, like, Rocket League Central or something, and you just see these, like, black, like, just text things come up. It was, like, it just looked super buggy, so I'm glad that's fixed. Hopefully it's fixed for good. I haven't watched a ton of games yet, so I'm not sure if it is, but if it is, that's awesome. Fix an issue that locked chat to team chat in the post-game menu. That's good that you can't log in team chat, but now there's another bug where if you hit F, I think, at the end game team chat, your voice turns on for the entire time, which is really strange. Hopefully they get that fixed. Adjusted the audio volume portal boost. It's fine. I didn't think they were super loud, but some people did. Fiji flag updated, so it's no longer smaller. Damn straight. You know, represent Fiji. Let's go. And then PS4 repaired issue that prevented the PS Nation community flag from appearing in the garage. So I guess they added it back. They said they took it out for a little bit, and maybe this is the flag that they added back. I'm not positive. This might have been a different flag. Either way, whatever. It's just a flag. So that's it for the patch version 1.11. The only other thing is now, which they didn't include in this at all, you used to only be able to dodge or your like second jump in the air after you jumped first. Now if you fall, like, or go off a ramp or get bumped, you can actually use your double jump, and you can use it for infinite time. So like when you jump normally, you have 1.5 seconds to use your dodge. Now if you go off a ramp or if you fall from the ceiling, you can like do an aerial across the map, take 5 seconds, and then use your flip, which is pretty interesting. I don't think it's going to come into play that often in games, but it'll come, like, it'll happen once in a while. We'll see if that part of it is a bug. Like, I know, like, it's a feature to be able to dodge now without having to jump, which I think is great. It just depends if the other thing is a feature too, or they just kind of forgot about it. So we'll see if they hotfix that in the future. I don't see it being a problem. I think it could make some interesting plays, and it would be extremely rare that it happens anyway. I don't mind it. But yeah, that's it for the patch. I'm pretty excited. The 3 maps are awesome. That's the big thing. Season 2 is always good. I wish they kept points around, at least for MMR, but not rank points, because the rank point system seemed broken. Seems like MMR is a little messed up as well right now. But, you know, like, that's going to happen the first week. We got to, like, report bugs, like, when we see them. Post them on Reddit, post them on the forums, and they'll try and hotfix them if they need to. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Later.